3 things you need to create an audio drama in 1 weekend. Quickest way we're going to create our audio drama in 1 weekend is using AI. We're going to use ChatGPT. I know it's other things you can use out there, Claude and whatnot. I use another one called Author AI. There's a bunch of stuff that I use to help out. But for right now, for the sake of this video, you are going to be using ChatGPT, my friend. The second thing you're going to do is download CapCut. Okay, that's a free editor on your phone. The third thing you're going to do is you're going to get 11 labs because you're not going to be worrying about high-run voice actors right now. We're not getting professional actors doing paid work. We're doing 11 labs, and it's going to be 20-something dollars a month. Get it. It's worth it. I put the link in the bottom. Okay. I'm going to give you the prompt on what you're going to use. The prompt is going to be something. I got it typed out on my phone right here in chat. I'm going to have it linked below. It's free. Just get the prompt. It's going to be something to the tune of this. It's going to be, here's my story. This is what I need. Here's my characters. This is what I got going on. Okay. You're going to put that prompt. I'm not sure if it's going to be automated prompt just yet, or it's going to be like a cut and paste. Like, chat, ask me these questions. I'm going to give you the prompt. You cut and paste, put that in chat and say, chat, ask me these questions so I can flesh out my story. Right. Something like that. It's here. Okay. And then I'm going to put it in the link below. Okay. You're going to get your chat going. Open your chat, put the prompt there. You're going to have your story. We're going to keep the story really, really, really short. The reason why we're going to keep the story short, I don't want you getting distracted. This is the beginner project we're going to do to keep you focused, to build your confidence so you can have a piece of artwork you're proud of, okay? There's going to be plenty of time to get other narrators if you want to do full range, if you want to do episodic series. This is so you can put something up on YouTube this weekend and tag me in it. Like, look, coach, look what I got. If you want to add sound effects, there's a bunch of different ways you can do that as well. Now, with CapCut, I'll be careful. CapCut, you can add as many sound effects as you like. Some are generic, some are pretty good. If you add music, if you have a long scene where you want to loop the music past 1 minute, you're going to come across issues because CapCut does not like you using their music longer than a minute and then looped in longer than another minute. It's going to say, we ain't exporting it. Come export time, it's going to be like, What you need to do is you can drag music from the outside in the CapCut, and then it can be as long as you like. Okay. I believe if you sign up for Epidemic Sound, you can get some free music for a little while. You can drag and drop some tunes in there. There's all kind of apps. If you're an iPhone user, there is a jukebox where you can actually make some songs, and then you can put that in the background if you want for some music. Well, this is not the music part. We'll talk about the music later. Right now, we're just trying to get the actual script written. We want to get some voice narration down. Okay. When you go to 11 Labs for voice narration, you can either clone a voice, use a voice that they already have, or use your own voice. Okay. This is not the time to get experimental, ladies and gentlemen. Don't use your voice just yet. Don't even clone your voice just yet. Choose a voice that you like from the category. If you want to use a woman, you can. There's several categories that'll break it down, like a narrator voice. You'll get like storytelling voice. You'll get overly dramatic voice, calm voice. You'll get the voice with the accent. You'll get this voice. You'll get the mean voice, like all kind of voices. And with the ladies too. Okay, you have all these different voices to choose from. Pick one that you like. Okay, and that one is going to narrate your entire project. All right. Creating a thumbnail. Okay, when you create the thumbnail for your project that you're going to create this weekend, all you're going to do is go to chat again. Okay, and then you're going to say, I need a 16:9 YouTube thumbnail, and you're going to put in exactly what you want this thumbnail to look like based on your story. Okay, or the cheat code is, since chat wrote the story, you can say, chat, take this story that I've written right here, or that you've written with my input, create me a 16:9 YouTube thumbnail that I can use to put on YouTube. Okay. And then it's going to give you some options, and then you can look at it, and then you can say, hey, I want this title. But however, chat is only going to give you, I believe, so at this time of this recording, 2026 in January, it limits like how many like real dope ass pictures that it does at one time before it says, hey, you need to upgrade to some credits. So be mindful on how many times you ask chat to do stuff. Okay, if chat runs out of credits or the free credits or the dope ass credits, they go over to Google Gemini. Okay. Google Gemini, then take the prompt that you got from Chat GPT, cut, paste, boom, put that bad boy in Gemini and ask Gemini the same thing. Okay, Gemini will give you something that you can put on YouTube. Now, again, throughout these videos, there's going to be a lot more content breaking down, talking about exactly all these little ins and outs and what to do to create an audio drama. I'm just teaching you how to create an audio drama with AI in one weekend really quick. Just something you can be proud of to say, I did it. Okay, you want to get that monkey off your back, get that elephant off your chest. You just want to say, I did it. I had this story sitting up in these notebooks forever. The notebooks are so old, the pages are turning yellow, and you like, I'm just trying to get this out. All right. So, all right, class, from the top, what do we need to create our audio drama for this weekend? Okay, using AI, we need Chat GPT. The free version will work. Okay, we need CapCut. The free version will work. Okay, we need 11 labs. There ain't no free version. It's like 20 something an hour. Who wants to make 20 something dollars an hour? We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about leaving our 9 to 5 job for our art. But 11 labs is $23 per month, something like that. What do I pay? I may pay like 26, right? So either way, I think I may pay like $26 a month. I'll leave a link below if you want that. And will I? Yeah, I'll leave a link. I'll leave a link below. I'll leave a link below for that. Okay. And then those are our 3 things you need. The 3 things you need to create an audio drama in one weekend. Let's call the video that. The 3 things you need to create an audio drama in one weekend. There we go. That's it. ChatGPT, CapCut, 11 Labs. That's it. Because even in CapCut, you can animate the thumbnail a little bit. If you want some motion on the thumbnail that plays while the video is playing on YouTube. Sound effects. You can get some sound effects from CapCut. We'll talk about sound effects in a whole other video. Break it down a little more in depth. What time is it? I gotta get out of here. All right, so check this out. This video is going to be a little short, probably just under 10 minutes. So anyway, I got an in-depth guide below as well. If you want a little more in-depth on some of these things we spoke about, you may be a little more already advanced than just the ABCs of how I say to put together an audio drama. If you want a little more advanced, like kind of like how I did some sound effects for Effie and Richard. Matter of fact, I can't. There's a sound effects one that I've completed, and I don't know where the hell it's at. So I'm going to redo the sound effects. I also have some sound effects with some of my older stuff that I've done, like the Shark, the Knight Rider remake, stuff like that. I did a long time ago. So if you are kind of at that level where it's like, yo, like I got no problem using AI. I'm kind of already past that stage. I want to get to more like making my project come to fruition. Check the guide out if you want to. You know what I'm saying? No pressure, no nothing. It has a lot of stuff in there. I go into sound. I go into multiple cast. I go into single narrator. All kinds of stuff like that. And eventually, I'll probably have a school or something where we'll be talking about this weekly or whatever, and kind of help people along in different things. I'm all cool with having the guides and stuff available. The only thing with that is that after the guide, you still may need to real-time correction. I'm a real-time correction person. I done bought all kind of stuff in all kind of genres for everything over the years, but I still be having my hand up like, hey. Okay, I got the guide, but you said do what now right here? Like, I still need that. So at some point, I'm going to offer that as well for those who need a little more community aspect where we can feed off each other. And then, I can get more in depth on what I do know. Do I know everything? No, but I know how to put together a project. I know how to have dope ass sound effects. I know how to write great ass stories. And then when I do let people hear myself, they be like, dog, this is pretty all right. You know what I mean? So between Turtle and the Worm, my kids, action hero book / audio drama, I got the uniform, New Milwaukee's Vigilante. I got Effie and Richard in the Apocalypse Third series. the autistic, strong younger brother, but he's bigger, and Effie is a spiritual younger sister. Think more like a mice and men with two black kids, though. You know what I mean? Then I have the support group, about a bunch of girls who survived, who bonded together in a support group of abuse and whatnot, and then they end up taking accidental revenge on one of their assailants or assaulters, perpetrators, and then went too far, and now they can't dial it back. Okay, sorry for cussing. I don't know why I'm even cussing right now, but this is a family show. And then there is also and then stuff went too far. You know what I'm saying? Stuff went way too far. So, and then there's a couple other projects I got in the works, a couple of anthologies that's still in the Apocalypse Thirst universe. And the whole play is to have everything episodic series, YouTube, then YouTube the Patreon, and Patreon will have sound effects, non-commercials, ad free, all this kind of stuff. There will be ads in my other projects for YouTube, and then there will be my Patreon for non-ads and whatnot. Like I got my sister's ad. I'm doing something a little different. I'm working the ads in like part of the storyline. You know what I mean? So it's like can't really skip it. You know what I mean? So she has this business in Houston. I'm gonna have like the characters mentioned, you know, and somebody said like, well, what do you do when like it's time to take the ads out, or that company is no more, or maybe that business didn't go right? And I'm like, you know what? It's a good dang on question, but I ain't got that far. So right now, I just think it's cool to put the ad in the actual content. So that's what I'm gonna do. And there is no right or wrong for creating these audio dramas, y'all. I'm trying to tell you is that whatever you feel like doing, you can do it. All right, so that's my little speech right there. We'll talk more, y'all, next video. Again, any questions, comments, concerns, or yourself down and slide in my comments. Peace, y'all.